What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Trinity Wolf, and today I am bringing you TNLG's The Next Level Games returning to YuGiOh tournament. Now, this isn't the first one. 2 weeks ago they did one where you saw in my last video, first place deck profile for Flenderies. So that was their first returning to YuGiOh tournament, and I guess they technically said, I guess this is like part 2 of it, but you will actually be seeing in this video pretty much what I dueled against. And my gosh, I didn't really think that COVID had really hurt my skills playing live against people. I messed up so many times today. I made so many mistakes, but it's all right. It's water under the bridge. It's all cool. But anyway, guys, this is just what I experienced while we were playing. And if you guys are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. Please leave a comment down below if you have your locals playing again, because I know there's probably still a few people who aren't still able to play, which is unfortunate. This is the first time I was fully able to be in a tournament in like a long time, and it showed. Like, it was bad. There was so many games I messed up, but I'll explain that later in the video. You guys are seeing this way after the tournament because I wasn't really able to do an intro while I was there because I kind of showed up late. I'll explain right now. I didn't realize that they were doing like like those Konami slips where you put your name or your middle name, your email, and your Kasi ID. I forgot about that part. So when the tournament started, they said you're late signing up. So I had to take a round 1 loss for that. I felt like they personally had plenty of time to be able to just throw me on there real quick because the tournament didn't get started. Nobody was like settled in yet. They literally just put the match slip up. But it doesn't matter. It's fine. Anyway, guys, I will show you technically round 1, but round 2 of Heroes versus this insane meta we got. All right, guys. All right, guys. So this is round 2 of the tournament. So I was playing against Solomon Greats, and game 1, I actually lose because I messed up. I made pretty much my play to get my Vion to get polymerization pretty much gets stopped, and so I attempt to make Verte Anaconda to make Trinity, but I made the mistake of cutting Vision Hero Trinity out of the deck, which was a big mistake because I had it in my deck for so long. So before I committed to that play, I should have looked at my extra deck to make sure. It's just, typical mistakes I'm making because of it's been a while since I played against, people and live events. So I was just making plenty of mistakes. So right here, I activate the Hero Lives, I get Stratos. He attempts to Effect Veiler, and I cross out the Effect Veiler, but then he had the Imperm, and that really, really, really hurt. So I Foolish Burial, send Shadow Mist, I search for Vion. Normal Vion, attempt the first effect to send a hero. He pops it with Rage, so I wasn't able to get the effect to get polymerization, but I still sent Malicious. And I should have at least made Cross Crusader to bring back the Malicious and searched for a Dusted Gold and just try to make my board better. But I was like, oh, I can just go for Trinity here and just swing for game because Trinity will be big enough and I'll be able to draw 2 cards, discard a card. Because I actually think I don't remember what was in my hand, but I just messed up really bad. So I just ended up making the Sunrise because that was all I was able to make. And then I was able to TTT. I should have just drew 2 cards, but I don't know. For some reason, I decided to take Mirage Stalio just to try to do as much damage as possible. But then I forgot about Banelynx and Grave to protect it, and that pretty much just all she wrote. And basically, He got the Mirage Stalia back because I made Verte, so I couldn't summon anything, and he was just able to pop off from there. Because I would have popped Mirage Stalia myself, but I had no other heroes with Sunrise. So anyway, guys, that was pretty much game one. I played real bad. But anyway, guys, on to game two. Alright, guys, so coming into game two, I attempt to go first. He effect Veilers, the Stratos again. But I had the Foolish Burial, the Send Shadow Mist, Search for Ferris. You know, typically go off with my Vision Hero package. I was able to just pretty much go in. I honestly can't remember the plays I made here. So I go for Cross, make Malicious. I search for Liquid Soldier to make Sunrise so I can draw my 2, discard a 2. And I think I drew pretty good. I believed I drew into a Fusion Destiny, I believe. So I got the Wonder Driver. Let's see, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, search for Miracle, draw 2, discard 1, and I believe I forgot what I discarded here. I couldn't even see what I think it was Denier. I think that's what I sent Denier. I think you can see the Fusion Recovery in my hand. So I Polymerization and make my Phoenix, and then I Fusion Recovery. So I reset my Fusion Recovery, added my 2 cards back. Because Fusion Recovery is nuts. Like, it's pretty good. I was getting my resources back. I had Escurito because I had a Mass Change face down. Pretty much, this was just all she wrote. I made Dark Law, and that was pretty much it. Like, Dark Law under DPE against Salads, he was not able to really do anything. But anyway, guys, that pretty much is just going to wrap up that game. Dark Law pretty much just shut off his whole turn, basically. And, alright, guys, well, I will just let this video play out, and I'll see you in game 3. Alright, guys, coming into game 3, of course, you know, he's playing Solids, so he's going to go first. I opened up no hand traps. I can't honestly remember what was in my hand, but I'm pretty sure I think it was really good, because I think I see 2 Ferris there. But anyway, I was able to just go off. I made like an insane board. Like, I was just, you know, there was not that much time left in the game. I mean, there was not that much time left, because it was, you know, game 3, it normally happens. So I just decided to just overextend, make a huge board, because I think he had like a card in his hand at the end phase, and he kind of messed up, I think. I remember he said something about he messed up, and it was kind of funny because we just had a joke about it, because it was like, I'll own up to my mistake, it's fine, because I was like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man, because I mean, I full on would have won game 1 if I would have remembered I didn't have myself in my extra deck. Like, I'm never gonna cut Trinity out of my deck ever again, because he's always in my extra deck, and then of course, like, the one time I like took him out, it, you know, cost me game 1, and I was really worried. But I'm never gonna cut Trinity out again, because I think really the only reason why I cut Trinity out is, you'll see in the deck profile at the end of this video, is because I was gonna try Super Poly to see how that was gonna do for me, and Super Polymerization didn't do anything for me this tournament, so I cut Trinity to see if I could use Super Poly for just a few targets, and it just didn't do anything for me. I think there was a few incidents in this tournament today where I could have just made Trinity and won games, but it's fine. But anyway, the only thing, also, he said he didn't have access code talker. And he said that was what was really hurting him, was not having access code talker. I think he said he had, I don't even know really why he made this transcode going first. I really don't know what was the point. But yeah, here you see me just popping off, making this big board. I use cross, bring back Dreadmaster. I had an original plan for Dreadmaster, but I just decided to make Dread Decimator to make my other 3 bigger instead of just... So that was just pretty much all she wrote. I think there was like 2 minutes in the tournament at this time. I go into battle phase, and Phoenix was making him lose. I think he was losing 2,000 attack with Phoenix. I can't remember. But he just took, like, yeah, from, like, the one attack with Phoenix, he, like, took, like, 7,000 damage. Like, it was ridiculous. And that was game 3, guys. All right, next on the next round. All right, guys, so coming into round 4. So you're probably thinking, hey, you just went from round 2 to 4. But, yeah, so I had the round 1 loss due to a technicality. And then round 3 was actually against Altergeists. I mean, I'm kind of glad my iPad decided not to record that match, but because, you know, who wants to sit there and just watch an Altergeist player play with themselves? So I got destroyed that game. He 2-0'd me. It was really bad. For me, Altergeist is one of my top 5 hated decks right now. Well, not right now. It's been my hated deck of all time. It's up there. To me right now in this meta, trap decks are just unchecked right now. They really are. But anyway, guys, so this was round 4, game 1. I'm playing against Sharks. I was not expecting to see this at all. So he ended up searching the Torrential Tribute on his turn. He actually opened up really, really bad. So I think he just had like 2 face downs, and then I see he ghost belled me. But yeah, he ghost belled the cross effect to special. So anyway, I was basically just trying to bait the Torrential. So see, it just happened. So I summoned the Stratos to try to pop the Torrential. He wipes my board, but which was fine because I had a Dominance effect go off, brought 3 Destiny Heroes back, and as you can see, I have DPE. I had the Decider to add a hero at end phase, and it was just too much for him because he was gonna draw into 2 Gozen match, and because I rearranged the deck with Dominance, and he just wasn't going to be able to do anything, and that was pretty much all she wrote for game 1. But I actually end up losing this match because I wasn't really able to out the board. Like, he had like the new Xyz monster, the Kraken thing or whatever it was. He's gonna go first, as you're gonna see. But yeah, pretty much that with the Gozen match was just way too... I just wasn't able to out it. And considering that, like, you know, Absolute Zero was like my only... it was my only water monster in the entire extra deck. So I was like, I gotta see a super polymerization here. And I think something happened here where I was gonna imperm his normal summon because it seemed like that was kind of... I have never really played against this deck, so I didn't really know what was going to happen. As you can see, I have Vidrol and Lockbird in my hand, and that was a big mistake because they don't search for anything at all. So it was just dead in my hand. So he had the Kraken and it makes everything water. My hand was actually pretty bad, so Fusion Destiny was kind of just all I had. I believe I had Increase in my hand. So now Dominance is a water monster. And what happened here was, since I guess I wasn't going to control any monsters when he was going to destroy it with Kraken, I was like, cool, I'm going to get my 3 Destiny Heroes back and maybe I can do something here. But what happened is, since it burns, since the Kraken actually burns and, you know, I take damage equal to half, Decider has to trigger to negate that effect damage and add itself back to my hand. So unfortunately, since that happened, Dominance was not able to let me special summon 3 Destiny Heroes back because due to Decider's effect to negate that burn damage. But other than that, negating the burn damage would be really, really great if it wasn't for the fact that I really needed those monsters on my field to do anything. And as you can see, he's going off. He's got 2 Toads. He's got 2 Bahamas. He was going into the Utopic Draco Future, but I reminded him, like, yo, you got Gozen match. You're not going to be able to, you can't summon that. It's not a water monster. And then he had to take it back. But it didn't matter. He had plenty of gas for game. So that was game 2. So on to game 3. All right, guys. So this is still against Sharks. Game 3, like I said, I still lose this game, but let's see. Hero lives, got the Stratos, got the Vion, got my Polymerization, Sunrise. I'm just trying to do my thing, but kind of pretty much killed me was, like, I was really trying to need the draw 2 to just get something good, and what kind of messed it up was because Verte was my 5th summon, because I didn't like the board I had. I was like, I want to sit on Absolute Zero with Phoenix, and then I go for the attempt to hit him with Cross Out Designator because he had the Nibiru, but apparently I swear I sided 2 of my Nibirus in the deck, but like I said, I was just making mistakes. There was a card in the deck that I swear I sided out to fit the other Nibiru in, so I only had the 1 Nibiru, and unfortunately it's what was in my hand, so I couldn't cross out, which I really needed to cross him out to save my board and have DPE. But if I would have had that other Nibiru, I think I actually would have took this game, because DPE with Absolute Zero, the minute he would have put, like, any type of threat on board, I would have just used DPE, probably to just pop Absolute Zero, just to wipe the board clean of, like, any of his monsters before he can make any types of XCs. Because even if he had Kraken to try to pop Phoenix or Absolute Zero, he wouldn't have done it, because he would have lost his whole board. But anyway, guys, he just killed me. And that was just pretty much it. So on to the next round. Alright, guys, so coming into round 5, I'm actually playing against Salamangreats again. I asked him, I don't remember when, at some point in this game, I was asking him, like, I was like, I hope I'm not, like, insulting you or anything, but, like, are you, like, new to the game? Like, I was just, like, genuinely curious, because, like, because he was playing nothing like how the other Salamangreat player was playing. So I was just genuinely curious, because, like, a lot of new players, like, Salamangreats is, like, a really good deck to pick up. So I was like, are you just new at playing? Because I was just genuinely curious. So he was saying, no, he's been into Yu-Gi-Oh for a while, and I think he actually just switched to this deck instead of playing, I don't remember what else he was saying. But yeah, I don't know if he was just opening up bad, or, I mean, I guess my board was pretty good, but I had DPE, Darklaw. I was just able to combo off. He just had, like, no hand traps, which seemed kind of awkward for me to play against a Salamangreat player when they just had nothing but it just seems like his hand just had nothing but, like, monsters. But I can't remember exactly what happened here. He tries to he tries to what is that number 47, I think. He tried to on its summon. I used DPE to pop it, and then he made Mirage Stalio, but with just Darklaw on board, I think it was just pretty much too much to handle. But instead of just me cutting for, like, this one was actually pretty quick. I 2-0'd him. So pretty much the Darklaw slowed him down, like, way too much. Just banishing all of his things, like, he was just really not able to do anything here. So, like, when he passes his turn, he didn't even swing into anything, because he couldn't even get over just Sunrise itself. Because, like, because when you play against heroes, if you can't get rid of them other ways, you're gonna have to, like, get rid of Sunrise first, because the minute you try to attack any other hero card, your monster's just gonna get popped. So it's just not gonna matter. So like here, like Phoenix returns, and then I pretty much, I just pretty much did my thing. This is all she wrote. I just pretty much OTK'd with that. And then that was game one. And I think right there at the end of it, I think that's when I asked if he was new to the game or not. But I think he was explaining how he was switching out his deck, and I don't know. But anyway, that was it for that round. Because I think the exact same thing happens game two. But actually, I think he actually went first, and he just literally just played the field spell, set 2 cards, and then passed. And then I Hero lives. I believe I just get Stratos. Yeah, I get Stratos. I use my search because I needed to get my Vision Hero package off. And then, just going Ferris, get my increase. And then I was just able to just pop off because I don't even remember what those 2 face downs were, to be honest. One was like some weird like trap hole type card that he tried to activate. And then I didn't even bother reading it myself because he was just reading it himself. And then he was like, oh, I can't do that. So I was like, all right, fine. And then I just kept going off. Yeah, like the Sunrise comes out. I don't remember what it is, but he tried to activate that. Because I was like asking him, what does it do? And then he read it. And then he was like, oh, never mind, I can't do it. So I wasn't actually quite sure what it was, but he just reset it. And I was like, that's fine. So I go on to Absolute Zero to mass change to just get rid of all the spells and traps. Just to do it, because I didn't know what the other one was, but I got rid of it all. Then I just swung for game because everything was just too big. Because I could have just kept extending and going, but there was really no point. So that was pretty much all she wrote. So I'll get next round. All right, guys. So coming into round 6, this is actually game 2. So game 1, I pretty much just made my board was just too crazy. He's playing Dark Magicians. I used pretty much Dominance to look at the top 5 of his deck. He was about the top deck Red Eyes Fusion, and I just put that at the bottom of the deck. But what's actually kind of funny was I honestly should have just let him have it because I opened up Super Poly. So if he would have just played Red Eyes Fusion right away and let Dragoon come out, I could just Super Poly'd it away. But I just didn't want to take that chance, so I didn't give it to him. But anyway, I won round 1. But what's kind of funny about this game was after my last round, I found a deck box that was just sitting on the table with nobody around it, and I turned it in. And it actually turned out to be my opponent's because he was looking for it, and I was like, were you looking for a black deck box? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I actually just turned one in, and then he got it. So I kind of already knew what he was kind of playing, so I kind of had a little advantage. But also at the same time, I had somebody walk up to me. He's like, hey, man, are you still playing Heroes? Like, before the match even started, game 1, and I was like, thanks. So he kind of knew what I was playing afterwards, so I guess it's kind of fair in that kind of way. So I won game 1 just because he wasn't really able to do anything. And so in this game, for some reason, he tried to Ash Ferris, and you can't do that. And then once Increase came out, he decided to let that go through, but he negated Vion's effect to send a hero. But I used this other effect to get Polymerization. And then he decides to Nibiru. I use, DPE's effect to pop itself and then pop the back row. But as you can see, I'm still able to pop off here. I use D-Force, get Plasma, Denier, Malicious, take Plasma, and then I swung twice with Plasma, and that was enough for game. I'm sure I had the Honest Neos here. Yeah, Honest Neos, yeah, and that was just enough for game. So yeah, that was really insane. That was a really sweet combo I was able to do. But all right, guys, on to the next round. Alright guys, this is round 7. I totally get destroyed here. I was playing against Flunderies, and I actually won the dice roll, so I'm going to go first, and I opened up absolutely terrible. I literally just said, set 1 card, pass. And what's funny is, it was Called by the Grave that I set, and he tries to D-shifter right away. And I was like, okay, I'll call by it because I forgot to set my Imperm for my hand. So it kind of worked out in my favor anyway, but it just did not matter. Like, he was just able to go. And Flunderies, that's a crazy deck. Like, my opponent was also telling me, because I known him from like another card shop I used to play at, but you're telling me the deck is not good, and I'm just like, dude, like it is good. Like if you just pop off and I have nothing to stop you, like the deck is crazy. Like he was able to abuse so much of like the card's effects, like because yeah, he just stomped me game 1 and 2. Game 2, I was just not able to just do anything. But I can't actually remember what's gonna happen in game 2. But in game 1, I just got completely obliterated. I think he messed up because he was only able to swing with Impin and the statue. But my next card I drew was just so bad. So I was like, he's gonna pop off next turn, so I'll just give it to you. So as you can see, we're about to enter in game 2. I didn't even really know what to side. I probably should have sided in like Lancia or just something, but you know, it was getting towards the end of the day, and I'm not at the top table. This was like table 18. I was like, I was just kind of just out of it. I had a lot of, mistakes. Just had a few bad matches. Like, it was just really, really rough. I opened up bad. What sucked was I can't even remember what I did here. I actually opened up the increase, so I used Ferris to send it, and I made Vertanaconda, but he actually cherries when he actually winter cherries DPE. So he banished my DPE, and so I was forced to pretty much make dominance. And since I made Vertanaconda, that was just all I was able to do. So then he goes, he activates evenly matched. I decided to keep Malicious Bane just because, I thought this is the only time I really summoned Malicious Bane throughout this entire game, this entire tournament. And then just for it to get bounced back to my deck anyway. So Malicious Bane right now, in my opinion, is just not a good card at the moment. Sadly, because I just got I got convinced to play it again just for it just to not do a goddamn thing for me this tournament. So it was just definitely just, I'm probably gonna cut it to fit something else in, because if I still want to run the Super Poly package, I'll probably just cut Bane out for Trinity, because Bane just did absolutely nothing for me. But yeah, see, here comes that crazy Monarch card or whatever it is. He just bounced the cards back. He put I think Malicious back on top of my deck, so I was just gonna draw into that. Like, it was just so bad. Like, I just was not able to just do anything. He literally just kept putting like my cards. He just kept putting my big cards back on top of my deck, because I had Plasma in my hand. I really needed a card to pop off, and I've already used Denier's Effect Special itself, and I was just not able to just do anything. And he actually had the winter cherries again, because I actually put back the DPE with Denier, and then he just cherries it again, and I was just like, God, because I was like hoping to like open up like a Fusion Destiny or something. But once he just kept bouncing the big cards back to the top of my deck, I just couldn't do anything. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this tournament. You guys are going to see in another video the person who got first place. So that will be uploaded shortly. I don't know what order these videos are going to be uploaded in. I'm kind of working on them kind of at the same time. So yeah, actually that's where he puts Dominus back on top, and I just gave it to him. I was like, yeah, I can't do anything. But all right, guys. On to the next portion of this video is going to be the deck profile. But anyway, guys, we're on to the deck profile. So the reason why it's just a picture instead of my actual regular deck profile is because, I did, but then it ended up being like an hour video. So I didn't really want to have an hour video. So I'm just going to cut down to the chase. As you can see, the standard three Ferris, 2 Vion, 1 Increase, 2 Shadow Mist, Liquid Soldier, 1 Stratos, Honest Neos, Plasma, Dreadmaster, 2 Malicious, Decider, Denier, Dust of Gold, 1 Nib, 1 Ash, Effect Veiler, Hero Lives, Foolish, Rhoda, 2D Force, Palmer Edition, Miracle Fusion, 2 Super Poly, 3 Fusion Destiny, 2 Mass Change, Dark Calling, Fusion Recovery, 2 Cross Out, 1 Call By, Talents, 2 Imperm, and 1 Imperial Order. Extra deck, 2 Cross, 1 Dread, 1 Wonder Driver, 1 Verte, Sunrise, Absolute, Esquardo, Acid, 1 Dark Law, Bane, Starving Venom, DPE, Dangerous, and Dominance. So I won't get into too crazy about the combos and all that stuff because, you know, that's what ended up my video being an hour long. All I gotta say is the deck performed well. I just kept making mistakes. So once I get used to just playing with people again, I'll clean these mistakes up. But yeah, I'll probably fix some parts of my deck a little bit. Might cut Bane out. I gotta throw Trinity back in the deck. Cross out Designator worked pretty well. I might cut Super Poly. It just didn't do anything. But other than that, guys, if you guys want to see more videos like this, be sure to let me know down in the comments, or, you know, just leave the thumbs up. The next video is the deck profile for the person who got first place. And, well, this was Trinity Wolf on welcoming back to live Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode 1. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know if your locals have started opening back up and just getting things back into the groove. But, alright, guys, this was Trinity Wolf signing out, and I will see you guys, well, in the other video, or whichever one is uploaded first. Alright, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video.